Nice to see you. So here I'm sharing my screen.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening,
Very,
everyone.
very good evening. Very good evening. All well?
All well. How about you at your end?
So far, so good. Everything going great. So, any specific thing you want to discuss today? Any, otherwise, I'm supposed to discuss the digital marketing strategy part.
Okay, let's discuss marketing strategy, and then we can.
Okay, fine. So before getting started, again, if you remember, we have discussed this in the starting of the session, that what is the end goal, why you are learning digital marketing. So before discussing the strategy, our goal should be clear. So can you share, all of you, can you share the goal so that I will discuss the strategy? I will share the generic component of strategy. But apart from that, let's suppose if you are working as a freelancers, and then what should be your strategy when you want to open a digital marketing service company? Then what should be the processes? So when you are an individual business owners, you want to promote your individual single product and services. So there are different aspect of a strategy. We will discuss the component of this strategy, then we will take some example of uh, you can say that case study, as a freelancers, as a business owners, as a job seekers. So apart from that, what kind of strategy you want to apply on for yourself? So what is your goal at the, again I'm asking the same question, what is the end goal, why you have invested that much of time and money in digital marketing, and how you want to use it for yourself? Anyone can start. Anything, whatever comments right now we have in the comfort zone, we can discuss. Like if you facing any personal issue, anything in the digital marketing, you can just share. So whatever is coming in your mind, it's all fine, you can just discuss. What is the thing, now what do you feel, how you can use the digital marketing knowledge in your current job for to find to change the career, or to grow your business? So what is the most recent agenda where you can use the digital marketing? Paresh, do you want to anything, do you want to add anything here?
Yeah, actually, my uh, for the time being, basically, I want to do freelancing content writing jobs,
Mm-hmm.
additional income
Okay.
apart from what I'm doing as such.
Okay.
Apart from that, actually, I will be developing two websites basically.
Mm,
One I have
mm,
already started developing, that is AJ Consultants
mm,
for my consultancy, as a virtual CFO.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And the second one I am thinking about, of developing a website, a e-commerce website basically,
mm-hmm.
by the name of Indcart,
Okay.
wherein I'm planning to, enlist various indigenous artists, and uh, basically who manufacture handlooms and all those things, and they are not able to, market their products. So from
Okay.
all over, starting from NCR, I'll
Mm-hmm,
be, I'm planning to reach out to various artists in all over India, and enlist their products
mm-hmm,
basically, and
mm-hmm.
market them through my channels and website. So these are basically my goals. So to
Okay.
start with, as of now, I want to start with content writing freelance
Hmm.
on freelance basis.
Mm-hmm.
So this is basically my goal.
Wow. So what I understand, I'm just rephrasing what you have said. So first thing, you want to establish yourself as a content writer.
Yeah.
Right. So for that, you have to choose you must have chosen a domain: content writing, fashion content writing, travel content writing, finance content writing, in a particular domain you want to establish yourself, or
Mostly it will be legal and finance only, yeah,
okay.
because that is basically my domain and that is my expertise.
Okay, yes. So for that, what's your planning? What is in mind? How you are going to do that? How you are going to get started with it?
Yeah, I actually have come across a website called freelancer.com. I just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to discuss with you also whether it
Mm-hmm.
is genuine or not,
Mm-hmm.
because the information that I have to provide to them is also about my bank accounts and all. So
Mm-hmm.
that.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, so let's discuss this. Let's very briefly, I'm just giving you the overview. If you want to establish yourself as a content writer, first should know that what's going on in the market.
yeah.
So legal content writing. So rather than saying yourself I am a content writer, you can say yourself that I am a legal content writer or finance content writer, or I help people in developing content in legal domain. So even in the legal, you can be finance come legal, or you can narrow down something,
Mhm.
right? So first thing, you have to establish not establish yourself. Establishing yourself is a secondary thing. Primary, you have to visualize yourself or see yourself that you are delivering this services.
Okay.
So the more clear you are in your offering, the faster you will reach to your customer, that who need your services. So now you are very clear that whoever is looking for legal content or financial content, they are the one who can I can serve them better,
Okay.
right? So first thing, that clear picture, what is your offering, what is as we say, the product training, you can say that you what's your product, what's your services. Second thing, uh, it would be great at least if you can start a free website with your name.
Okay.
If you are starting with Paresh Singh or Paresh online or something, Paresh.online or something like that, so there you are open to explore any topic, right? So right now you are interested in content writing, you can give a time frame to yourself, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, whatever. You have to start, you have to give a timeline, goal with timeline.
Mhm.
Content writing, I have to get started with the content writing. I have to get my first content writing project by this date. By this time I have to do this much of project by this time. So somehow you have to you are clear about your offering, legal content writing. Second, you are giving yourself a target timeline that by this time I have to get started. And third, now you will go and find the place where you can present yourself as a legal content writer. So going through the website may take some more time. So rather than, yes, you can inside, if you have time, you can create a free website, even the WordPress free website, Content Writer Pro or Legal Content Writer or something like that. But in long term, if you are thinking in the long term, it's good to have your domain on your own name. So till you are talking about content writing, you can talk about content. When you are changing yourself as a business consultant, you can have you already have a brand and followers, and you already have some established online presence. Then you can add one more service as a business consultant. In future you can add more services, as that I have a portal where I'm also providing what you said, artisans portal, right?
Yeah.
It's a, so there you have to give a timeline to everything. 6 months or 1 year, I'm going to focus on the content. At least 3 months, I'm going to focus on content. And then next 3 months, I will scale up by this. By next year, I will be able to do this. And then I will start business consultancy. For business consultancy, this much of time I will devote. So whatever you are planning, you must have a time frame fixed with that.
Yeah.
Right, that clarity once you have, then you will start the way how you are going to reach it. So once you have your own website, there you have little bit of followers which you can encash whenever you are offering new things. Apart from that, if you are looking for immediate result, better to join social groups. If you are looking for immediate content writing project, go and may join the Facebook groups of content writer, or LinkedIn groups, or Quora. You can go to the platform where your kind of people are exchanging the information. So there you are going to get the immediate result. Third thing, as you have said that you want you have seen freelancers.com or something.
Yeah.
Freelancer, it's 100% legal website, no issue in that. Freelancer. So as a freelancer, you need not to provide you need not to pay anything. Is my screen is visible?
Yeah.
So here, as a freelancer, you need not to pay anything. Even if you are giving your bank details, that bank detail is for where you will receive the money. Once you will deliver the project, you will receive the money. Right. So winning the project, receiving the money is the second step. First, you have to create a profile there.
Okay.
Right. So you if you are going and post a project, when you are posting, but when earn money through the freelancers, so there you have to create account, and you have to show that okay, you are a content writer, means your domain or year of experience or the project done, or your how what is your offering. I will write content by like 10 paisa or 1 rupees per word, or I have already written 5,000 words content, or something. You have to you have to present yourself as a, you have to sell yourself, in fact, I would say rather.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So your profile, first step is creating the profile. Second step is improving that profile by keeping the customer's pain point in mind. So how you can know that what is the customer pain points? There on this website, you can go and explore the content writer profile who is already a content writer. Here you can just explore the content writer profile. And you can see that what customer has complained about. Content writer, right? So when you are searching, you will see so many people are complaining about the content writer. Like so other people, they might not have so there you will find the pain point why people are complaining. So the one of the strategy we follow in generally, like suppose, just give me 1 second. Right. So one of the strategy I have done it so many times that let's suppose you are selling product on Amazon, right? And you can go and see that the same product other sellers are selling, and you will see the feedback of that product, and you will see that okay, 10 are good reviews and 3 are bad reviews, and whatever they have written in the bad review, that I will include in my product descriptions on product heading and product details, that I'm taking care of this part.
Yeah.
right? If someone is looking for saying that, okay, this quality is not good, so I will exclusively include that we are and of course that has to be supported by the offerings. A product is should be on 10 on 10. But that way you can go and identify that what is the problem area in your industry. And when you are talking to your client, you can say that, okay, this is the problem other people has faced. I will take exclusive care of that problem. In case of content writing, for example, someone is saying that it's not on time content is not there, so you will say that, okay, I'm going to deliver your content on time. Other problem is that copywriting. So you may say that you can I before giving my content, I check on 5 different copywriting tools, and then I will deliver you the content. Third is can be the engaging content. So there you can exclusively include that you take a special care to make sure that your content is engaging, and for that you follow these tips, like you have a small paragraph, or every paragraph have a small like I write in bulleted format, or every paragraph have proper heading. Or sometime if you will allow me enough time and money for that, I will also club the content with the corresponding images. So here you have to the simplest way of doing good job in anything. So identify the problem and skill yourself to solve that one problem, and provide your services to 10 next 1 million people. The same problem, solve for the 1 million, 2 million, 10. So solve for 1 people, solve for 10 people, solve for 100 people, 1,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, crores, or whoever is looking for that particular problem. You are expert in solving that problem. You have to identify that what one small problem you can solve, or you can skill up yourself to solve that.
Yeah.
Right. So there, that is there, rather than spreading yourself horizontally, focus on growing yourself vertically. So horizontally experience will give you the general knowledge. You have the general idea of everything. But to make money, you have to expert in solving one problem. Right. So I hope you, and regarding this freelancers, yes, it's a free genuine website. You have to create your profile there. Here you can follow the steps, create your profile, focus on improving your profile every week. Every week, go and see your profile and add something, improve something, rewrite something. Your offerings or your description, your cost, or do the refresh, improve the content every week. That way you are improving the profile as well, and your content will be fresh. When someone will search for content writer, your profile will come on top, because your content is fresh. Right. And once apart from that, whenever someone is approaching you, ask them what they are looking for, what exactly their requirement, and then present yourself as if you are solving their requirement. Because for you may have 100 clients, but for them they are looking for their own unique they have one unique problem which you can solve.
Yeah.
Right. So start with the small project. When you are fresher or new in this on this platform, never go for the big project. Start with a very small project, and make sure you are over delivering it.
Yeah.
And try to get the 5-star rating. So target a small project. Never go for the lowest bid. Never ever go for the lowest bid. It's not like lowest bid will always win. Yes, you can calculate your cost, that if you are already in job, or if you are already doing some works, so what is your expected per day salary, or if you are expecting, let's suppose I am working and my monthly salary should be 30 lakhs. So monthly salary should be 30 lakhs means per day what is the cost. In that way you can calculate your per our cost, and that way you can say that, okay, this is what I am looking for. Rather than pricing, yes, you have to be moderately, you should know that what others are offering, but in that you can start with what you are expecting for yourself. Once you will establish yourself with a small project, go and bid for the small project, over deliver there, receive the 5-star rating. Once you have 1, 10, 20, 25, 30 5-star rating, then start bidding for the bigger project. And as a content writer, you always have a limitation of 24 hours. You can't work more than 24 hours. So to grow vertically, in that case, you have to build a team of the content writer. You can't do all. Once you are like as a trainer, I have the limitation of 24 hours. I can't give training more than 24 hours. All right, because I have to be physically present in every training. So you have to find the way how you can grow when you have to physically invest your time in that. So that way you can start with the content writing. Freelancer, you can also start with that sorry, this one, Fiverr. Have you tried Fiverr?
Fiverr, no. I've not heard of it.
Okay, so see, he is my son, and he is in class 10th right now. He's going to write his board exam in March.
Oh, great.
And he is on an average, he is earning 1,000 rupees from the content writing from Fiverr.
So what subject he is writing?
He is just he has started with some gig called I will provide science and SST tuition for class 10th. He's already in class 10th, because I don't want him to be distracted with his study. So I asked him to create profile for class, as if you want to provide the tuition, online tuition to class 10th student. So he got the first he got the project of creating videos for subject wise videos for three. Initially he got the project for video making for class 3 to class 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 science and math video. So he has interest in video making as well. So he recorded himself chapter wise and edited the videos and delivered that videos. And there was the client was from Abu Dhabi, and the client has paid him approx $18 per hour. And then he landed, then I asked him, because his board exams are near, so I asked him to for that, because he want him to continue for the other subjects as well. So I asked him to hold that project till you are not giving your final exam, and focus on only on the 10th subjects. So currently he is working on script writing, chapter wise script writing for class 10th. So physics, chemistry, biology, history, civics, geography, and economics. So he is writing a kind of summary of the each chapter.
Okay.
And as I share with him that don't negotiate on money, because it's your subject, it's what you have to anyway study and prepare for your exam. So don't focus on money, just win that project, so that you have some motivations to do it. And right now he is earning 500 rupees per chapter for that class 10th. So it's what I mean to say that that focus and consistency. Focus is that he has to provide only the his study related services. I asked him to, right now you do not to focus on anything, whatever you are doing, it should be related to your study. So it all his gig, I may show you his gig. I haven't helped anything. It's just whatever training I'm giving you, it's he might have listened to those training only. So write anything what you want, best way. Tutor you for science and Indian history, because he has a lot of interest in history. So he has interest in graphic designing, because when he was creating that videos, everything that client asked him that not a single thing should be copyrighted. like it should not be anything, not a single image, not a single word. So what he is doing, he was drawing himself and clicking a photographs of that, editing that photographs, and then presenting that concept in the video.
Okay.
So there he developed a little bit of graphic designing. Then I asked him, okay, if you have interest in you are doing so good in creating designs, so you can create a 1 gig for design as well. So he do a lot of mimicry. He can speak, he feel like you can feel like that he's just speaking in Tamil or in Punjabi or in Bhojpuri or in English. Like he has very, I don't know how, but he can change his voice very easily.
He knows the language, or he just
No,
mimics?
he will speak only Hindi or English only, but the tone you feel like you would say it's a
Okay.
different language. That you can say that what is that? It might be his natural talent, but he can modulate his voice very easily. He can I am speaking right now, and he can mimic my voice very easily.
Catch.
He can catch voice very easily. So he, according to whatever I'm seeing him, I have just suggested him, okay, you regarding that you can create a gig.
Okay.
So I mean to say that, and you can see that all these discussions he has done, all this discussion, after the discussion, everyone know that after the discussion he is getting money on his directed bank account, not through the Fiverr.
Okay.
Because if the payment will happen through the Fiverr, then Fiverr have their own cut. 85% you will get, 15% Fiverr will go to Fiverr. Same with freelancers. All these, if you want to be secure.
You can develop your own clientele as well.
Yes. So right now he has 3 clients, and one for video, again one for content, that chapter wise summary writing, and one for voiceover. So he is doing some that client is creating a TikTok kind of TikTok kind of platform. So he required some lot of voiceover. He give the script and he do the voiceover on that script. And all of his client paying him, and during that process he is only in class 10th, and you will be surprised, he is signing the contract. He go himself to to notarize all those stamp papers. He buys stamp paper, notarize it, whatever contract client is sending, I help him to read that contract and get it print out, signed, courier him. So he's doing so many things. Like he has opened his own bank account. He has created his own because the amount is exceeding 30,000 a year, so he has to file ITR. So he has have own PAN card now. So I mean to say that it's only little bit of focus and consistency. Initially every day he was asking, mama आज तो एक भी नहीं, किसी ने नहीं देखा, आज तो कोई भी मैसेज नहीं आया, आज तो ये नहीं हुआ. But I was saying, okay, you have to invest only 30 minutes in time. These 30 minutes में तुम जो कर सकते हो करो, whatever you can do, but make sure you are investing every day 30 minutes in that. तो वो सारे दिन बैठ के खुद अपने गिग का वो करता रहता था. Like he used to create this you can images of this gig, and I used to give him, okay, ऐसा गिग बनाओ जिसमें कि ऊपर तुम्हारा जो ऑफरिंग्स है उसके टेक्स्ट बिल्कुल क्लियर दिख जाए. And so gradually, initially it was just he was also very upset. nahi, it's all मतलब मेरे से नहीं होगा and all that. And due to it all happened during this corona time, because there was no school, and he was investing a lot of time on the digital devices, and I wanted him to engage productively rather than just consuming all those series and videos. So yes, it now it's approx 6 months. March, April he has started, and in April he has got his first client. And it's very casual. He do his school as well till 1 o'clock. He has his regular school, and after that he completed his school work as well, and after that he invests his time. So initially every project is a very uncomfortable. He spent his entire night creating his first video.
Okay.
he sit straight 4 hours continuously to write one book, one chapter of script to give him as a like sample chapter.
Okay.
Even he went not gone for washroom. After 4 hours he was rushing to the washroom. After submitting the sample chapter, he was rushing to the washroom because he hasn't left his seat for 4 hours.
Good.
So what I mean to say that it's like you should you have to be consistent and focused.
Right.
Right. So if he can do, any can do.
So I'll create a profile on Fiverr also. Yeah.
Yes. And he, because whenever we talk about money, now he has the confidence that if you will leave me to only to make money, I can make whatever money I want, I can make. Because I will restrict him to not that much focus on all these things. But whenever we have discussion about money at home, I see him that he is coming back and start working on Fiverr.
Good.
Because he want to, like, whatever, if we are planning to have anything, so you know that everywhere some whatever you have, you plan something extra,
Yeah.
and he want to contribute, and he come back and see that how he can contribute in that. So but he's focused. Then at that time he started exploring this, Mummy, can I try on freelancers as well, can I try on this as well? Then I asked him, no, like right now you have 3 clients and all those 3 clients are happy with you, let's focus on these 3. And he also got one of the project in video, but I have denied him. Then I have posted in some other group and delegated that work to someone else. So I give now what I mean to say that he can build a team on that. If he will focused on that, he can build a team on that. This is the way thousands and thousands of companies are working in Noida, by creating a 1 2 3 4 or at most a 10 or 20 profile on freelancers, and they are winning their job is only and only to win the project from that account.
Yeah.
And they are not doing the work because client is not bothered about who is doing the work. Client is bothered about whether you are giving them the quality work or not in the low cost. So the thousands of, I'm not saying hundreds, thousands, at least 2000 company must be running in Noida itself, that who is making money to run a company from freelancers and this Fiverr and Upwork kind of platform. They have created a profile, they have grown that profile up to that level. Now they are winning the project, negotiating the cost, and they have hired some teammates, and they are guiding that teammate to get things done and delivering the project as if that account is delivering the project.
But then in that case, why wouldn't that teammate himself get that job?
Because they don't have that profile, because teammates are interested in fixed salary. They if like video making, right, he was getting a lot of project on video editing and video making, right? So I have given him idea, but I have said that right now you need not to do it, but this is the way you can start. If you want, you can do in future. That 15,000 rupees video editor is ready to start working. You can hire a 50 video editor in 15,000, and here you are only bidding on video making project, and there you are charging $15 per hour, right? Because in his that tutorial video where he's facing the camera and creating the videos, and he's getting $18 per hour.
But
So
in that case, how do you control the quality? Like
yes, that is the
don't
business
know.
process. That is the business process. It's not that easy. It's controlling the access of the account. It's very easy. Some smart people, they can easily understand. If you can do, they can also do. But do they have that much of patience to invest themselves without result? Because they feel that they are doing everything. If they are delivering the project, they are doing everything. Is anything else? So yes, there is
No, ma'am.
always every outsourcing company have this daily discussion, is that someone has left the company and gone with the client and gone with the project and taken some client with him. This is a daily discussion in such company every day,
Yeah.
right? So yes, it can happen, but if you are focused on system, creating the system, like this account should be handled by only these two people, or client communication will be done by only these two people,
Yeah.
uh, then you can create the system, and that way they create the system,
Okay.
right? So that is the second stage. First stage, doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Second stage, now you know the ifs and buts, that how much time it will take, or what kind of quality required, what how to handle the client, how to handle the client objections. Whenever client ask any questions in my WhatsApp or in his message, he start jumping down, mummy, what I have to reply. So now he is comfortable in talking. When clients say, okay, can I expect next chapter today, so he say that, okay, not today, I will be able to provide you by day after tomorrow or something. He is able to say his own words.
Okay.
But initially, yes, as soon as you are getting client, you start you feel like, okay, you have to just die for him. It's so you have equal rights, that whatever is your situation you can share with the client, and client is majority of the client is understandable enough to have that what you can deliver to him, so they understand things. Anyways, I mean to say that first step is doing yourself. If you are doing it for 6 months, or at least you are intensely doing, 3 months is fair enough to understand everything.
Yeah.
But if you are doing it part time, even 6 months to 1 year is more than enough to understand every aspect. Then focus on building the team, guide, help, delegate others to do what you are doing.
Okay.
That way you can handle bigger project, more work. All right. And the third step is start teaching what you are doing.
So creating a video and putting it up.
Yes, there you can start. Even creating a video is the fourth step, in fact.
Okay.
Third step, what right now I am doing.
Yeah.
So physically helping group of people to do what I can do.
Okay.
So group teaching is the third stage. Fourth stage is, okay, create the video and put it on the autopilot, that whoever want to learn, make them join the course and help them to execute. So always stay that you can, that these are the four level of expertise,
Yeah.
and you can't jump from, like, you can't skip any stage. We always see that, okay, he is making that much of money by doing this, but he has gone through this stage. That intensity might be so high that someone may go through that stage in 3 months, someone may take 3 years to go through that stage.
It will depend from person to person how much
That
time.
yes, but the
Talent also.
key point is, if you are consistent, like, even it's okay that it's taking too much of time, never give up till you haven't tried for next 3 years.
Yeah.
If you are doing same thing every day for next 3 years, there is no point that you can't do it. The problem, majority of what I face problem with whoever come to join this course with all this enthusiasm, and they shift their focus on something else, right? Even right now you have 3 projects in mind.
Yeah.
All right, so till you are not choiceless, till you are left with one and only one choice, there is no other choice, it's very tough to execute multiple project if you are not skilled enough to manage a multiple project.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
so
take it up stage by stage, basically.
hmm.
Initially, to start with, I'll do this content writing things because I have my other job also. So apart from this, I'll establish these two basically websites and my company
Hmm.
side by side. Basically, I'll invest lesser time once things start moving up, then I'll start investing more time, create it
Exactly.
that way.
Actually, job is choicelessness.
Yeah.
We go to job years. How much years of experience you have in job?
18 years.
See, 18 years you have done job.
Yeah.
18 years of patience.
Yeah.
But in content writing, you won't result in 18 hours.
No,
Yeah.
not that way.
or in 18 days or in
At least wait for 3 months.
So this is the difference. When we go for the job, there is a choicelessness. We don't have any choice. We have to go to the job. If that choicelessness come to the content writing, if that choicelessness come to any project, then it will be faster. We will be able to execute that project much faster.
Yeah.
Till we have choice to choose, okay, either this content writing or business consultancy or artisan. So it's comparatively every day we will switch from one to other, and it will take comparatively longer time to reach at some significant stage.
Right.
Okay, anyways, this is about freelancing. So freelancing, it's simple. Create profile, improve profile, start bidding, start taking a small project, over deliver the project, gain the 5-star rating, as much 5-star rating as possible,
Yeah.
and then start bidding for a bigger project strategically.
Yeah.
So this you can follow on any platform, either it's a freelancers or on Fiverr or on Upwork.
I think at a time one should work in on 2-3 websites or so,
No, even I would suggest one.
one.
If you are finding of freelancers good, focus on freelancers for next 3 months, because that also required, you are creating your presence, that's also required a lot of effort to build that portfolio. So if you have created very good portfolio on freelancers, you have that formula which you can replicate on Fiverr faster.
Okay.
But freelancers rating and reviews is not going to help you on the Fiverr. On Fiverr, you have to you have to get that rating and reviews from scratch, from zero. You have to start from there.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? But you have some experience there, you can do little bit faster.
That's right.
All right. So initially, till you are not making money, focus on one platform.
Okay.
All right.
That
So
choice I can make after going through whether which platform provides better means my kind of job that I'll be doing.
okay, so for starters, Fiverr, I find it good enough, because Fiverr for the client, its concept is that anything in the $5.
Okay.
Okay, let me switch to the buying mode. So for a client, whoever is looking to hire people, Fiverr, the name suggests that anything in the $5.
Okay.
So the first, that's why the client flow is comparatively, you will find a smaller project easily on Fiverr.
Okay.
Right. On freelancers, these are comparatively bigger size and bigger sites and old one, and all those companies are now outsourcing their work on the freelancer.
Okay.
So there they are looking for established player.
Fine.
Right. So it may take some comparatively longer time to build your profile on freelancers in comparison to the Fiverr.
Okay.
Right. So yes, and you can see, you can just see that kind of work you can do. Graphic designing, content writing, writing and translation. You have that much of, let's suppose you are looking for let's suppose I'm looking for a legal writing. You see that legal writing, legal document, legal research. So legal writing. So now I will analyze these top gigs. This is called gig. Gigs is nothing but your CV, your online, your Fiverr portfolio, right? So these are the top one. These are the top one.
Mhm.
So you have to analyze top 10 or top 5 or top pages only. All right. So if you are your gig will start coming in the first page, you will be overwhelmed with the work that you will not able to handle alone, because content writing is the one thing which is one of the most easily remotely worked job.
Yeah.
So here you can now is legal blogs and legal article or legal letters or legal motions and memos. Can you see that they have narrow it, they have further narrow it down.
Yeah.
It's a legal blog and legal article, legal. So someone is looking for legal blog writer, so that profile will come. So you will analyze this one, and you can see that there is a always face. This face is always add trust. If you can add your face, so that that make people feel that they are interacting with a human being.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second thing, so what they are providing, this offering. So in the image itself, if in the image itself you can win the trust, and you can showcase what you have to offer, that would be great idea.
Yeah.
So this is also a good idea. So either face and motion or memos or lawsuit or complaint or legal documents. So now anyone can clearly see that whether they should be clicking on this profile or not.
Okay.
And you will also get a targeted audience. You should here, if you are clearly defining that you are expert in these things, so you are already comfortable expert and have experience on doing that, so there you will get same kind of client, right? So anyways, that way you can start,
Right.
and once you will start, you will improve over a period of time. It's not it's not formula that once create the gig and leave it. You have to work at least weekly. You have to go and improve that. So here you get their offering is 500 words, very clear, 500 words, and up to 500 words, two focused words. So if it's as it is blog keyword, blog is always about some keyword and key phrases. We always write SEO blogs. She is focused on writing SEO blogs. So says that in 500 words, she will be able to include two keywords.
Okay.
And topic research means you will write a depth content, research based content, and references and citation. So if she is sharing some fact and figures, she will give the references and citation where she have gained that fact and figures,
Yeah.
right? So and see the cost for 500, she is charging 5,000 rupees. Basic one. Standard one, 1,000 words, 10,000 rupees. Premium 2001, 21,000 or 22,000 rupees.
Yeah.
So once you can increase the price, this is up to you. You can anytime you can go and change these things. So your basic and standard and premium offering, anytime you can change the cost, anytime you can change these itineraries. But once you want to do a very selective work, very initially you may start with a $5, but as your workflow will increase and you are not able to handle that much of workflow, now you want to give your services to only premium client, that accordingly you can increase the price.
The cost.
Yeah, if you are doing everything yourself, then you can increase the price. If you have the team to manage, then you will be then you are focused to win all the project, so that your team can manage. So it's always I always focus on working with the quality rather than the quantity.
Yeah.
So when you are working with the quality, you can give your focused attention to, you can give your best.
That's right.
When you are working on the quantity, so you may have to sometime you may have to compromise on your quality. All right.
If you have a larger team, then you can, of
Yes,
course.
if you have the larger team, you have the system in place, then definitely that is there. So right now you can see that 42 5-star rating. So initially in the content writing especially, initially they provide the sample work, and even without cost they suggest them to give the rating.
So these ratings are being given by the client.
Yes, and this is the deciding, this is apart, there are few factors. First thing is that how focused your this content is, right? So you have to add this description on keyword focused. Like let's suppose you want it to be SEO blog writer or blog writer or content writer or legal content writer. So whatever keyword you want, you should be including that keyword in writing this one, right? You are writing in this pointers, that is also a factor. And how frequently you are updating this one. It's not like you have written once, you have to keep updating this offering, so that your content, your offering will be the latest one, improved one. Fiverr prefer to have the latest content. Even you have the same gig, but you can go and improve it almost every week.
Yeah.
All right. And second thing is your rating. This is rating and reviews. And third thing is the cost. So the Fiverr agenda or any such platform agenda is, even in the freelancers agenda, is offering client low cost, better quality.
Yeah.
Low cost, better quality, up to date, fresh offering, or the latest. If you are changing your profile here, what does it mean? You are active on the Fiverr.
Yeah.
If you have created your profile and you have not you have created profile but you have not updated from last 6 months, what does it mean? Are you active on that platform?
No.
No. So if Fiverr has to give a recommendation to any profile, they will prefer that who is active,
Yeah.
how frequently they log in into the Fiverr, how frequently they update their profile, how frequently, if someone is asking the question, how frequently they reply to those questions. So they also made your activity is also factor. So that's why I said that your profile content update. So if you are updating your profile content, for that you are logging and then doing the changes. So by default, your freshness factor will be taken care of.
That's right.
Right. So this is about freelance projects. Now, any other question?
No.
Okay. So next is, good evening, Vidushi. Very good evening. Vidushi, any question?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
now, yeah, tell me.
पहले कंप्लीट हो जाएगा उसके बाद ये टॉपिक फिर पूछ लूंगी मैं.
Okay, fine. So here we are concluding the freelance, how to win the freelance projects. And second, I want to start the digital marketing strategy part. So if you are picking as soon as a digital marketer, whenever you are getting a first project, how you should proceed about that. So I'm just writing that in Drive. So what do you feel if you have win the project, how you are going to get started? Just write in the chat window that let's suppose you have got any freelance project or any digital marketing project or any in SEO project or social media project or Facebook lead generations or even in the content writing or video promotions. So what are the steps you is coming in your mind to execute that project or get started with the project? Whatever is coming in your mind, please either speak or write in the chat window. Just few, at least whatever coming, competition research or like deciding the goal and deciding the matrices and then creating the digital assets. So I'm just giving some random words. Think about it and take your 5-minute time and suggest me that if you have win any digital marketing project, how you will go about it. Either you can speak or you can just write few words. Because as a digital marketer, whenever you go, first thing everyone will ask you to send me the proposal, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you have to share the proposal, what you are going to share, that you can share here in that proposal, what components you will include. Yes, very nice. Paresh has shared research about the topic and provide the best solution. Right. What else? Yes, research about the topic and provide the best solution, time factor, quality, cost. Okay. Okay, now so very nice. Yes, you have to start with little bit of research. So you can start your research with the client itself. You can probe your client to give you some more detail before coming up with a final digital marketing plan, right? So either you can create a Google form. All of you know about the Google form. You can simply create a Google form for the client. As soon as you are getting some project, as soon as some client will reach you, they will, after discussing everything, as soon as you will say that okay, I'm interested in doing work, so they will ask you to send me the proposal or send me the cost or send me the itineraries which you are going to perform in my project, or send me the components, what exactly you will do with you will do to give me the result, right? So you can create a client questionnaire, and if some client is reaching you, you can share that Google form with him, and you can ask your client to fill this form, and then you have a better idea about that project. And once you have that information in place, then you can start doing your research. So you can start with everything start with the goal. What is the end goal you want to achieve? So what is your business and marketing goal? So what is your business means, what is your product, and through digital marketing, what you want to achieve. So whether you want to go for the lead generation there, if your client is you can go by creating the MCQs, multiple choice questions, rather than asking a client to write in paragraph. So many clients may not be interested in writing the lengthy paragraph. So in that case, you can give them the option. So what is your marketing goal? Considerations, awareness, branding, lead generations. Either you can give them these options, or it's also okay to ask your client to write these things. So you can ask about what is their business, what is your product, and what is the end goal, what is the digital marketing budget. Because so many people have the concept about the digital marketing is free. No, digital marketing is not free. So either you are doing SEO, you have to create a lot of content. If you are doing paid advertisement, there is a dedicated paid budget is required. Google ads or Facebook advertisements or YouTube advertisements or any platform, I always start with recommending client to start with a paid budget, small paid budget. Because in the paid budget you can deliver result immediately, almost instantly. You set up the campaign. If you have little bit fair idea, if you have done this course and you have done little bit of practice, even you can ask me to revise that campaign. Initial hiccups will come, but very soon you will be start getting at least few result. All right, so paid ad always give faster result. So, and client, as a client, if they are paying you money, they are expecting miracle from the marketing guy. So especially the Indian client, they are not digitally literate, that what is the possibility of digital marketing. They expect result very fast. So in that case, paid, if you have if you have some approved paid budget, you can give the client immediate result and they will be happy, right? So you always ask that what is their marketing budget, who are your target audience, because if you will not understand your target audience, so whatever lead you will generate, whatever marketing you will do, that's not going to make your client happy. So make sure you are asking as much detail as possible for the who is your buyer's persona, who is your customer avatar, who is your target audience. So there you can ask for that age group, gender, location, or on which platform their target audience is active. So you can ask a lot of information about the target audience. Then can you describe your audience with discrete buyer's persona? Buyer's persona, what is difference between target audience and buyer's persona? Target audience, when we are talking about age group, gender, location, age group is 18 to 40, or gender is female, or location is metropolitan tier 1 cities. So this is target audience. But buyer persona, if you are saying, just take the example, Bhavna living in Noida, having own home, and working as a freelance trainer, and so now you are personifying that target audience is a buyer's persona. Now you have a clear picture to whom you are targeting. You have that name in face. You can give a face to that that person. So if let's suppose someone is creating some product for the trainers, so how trainer can increase their income, how trainer can organize their study material, or how trainer can deliver more training to more people, or how trainer can manage their clients. So whatever, how trainer can create that's digital courses. So let's suppose they are targeting trainers. So one is trainer. They want to target trainers and skilled trainers, or trainer living in the metro city, or trainer having this age group to this age group, or trainers have providing this skills training, or have like professional experience of this much. So one way to do that, that is called target audience. But when you are personifying it, how you can personifying it? If you have already existing client, you can imagine your best client. If you have 10 clients, out of that 10 client, one client can be your favorite client or best client, who don't do any chick in money, who very clearly delegate his work, he's very clear about his expectations, and something like that. If you have 10-20 client or whatever client you have, you can find the best client, and you will create a buyer's persona according to that. The name of the client, age of that client, he is says 39 years old or 40 years old, or have digital marketing trainer, or living in Noida, and giving freelance training to the colleges and the individual groups, or in MSM. So that way you are interacting with a single human being. So one is grouping, and another is identifying a single human being. So if you have existing client, you can identify your buyer's persona from the existing best client. If you don't have existing client, you can go to the social media, Facebook or LinkedIn. I would suggest Facebook, LinkedIn or Instagram, wherever you want to go, you can go there and find one best, go through their people's profile, whoever you can do their searches. LinkedIn, you can do the searches, digital marketing trainer or trainer. You will find so many people. You can go through their profile and which profile looks very ideal to you. Okay, this is the person I can really help him, really help him or her. That person will become your buyer's persona. So is it clear, target audience and buyer's persona? Yes, Paresh, Rajesh, Suri ma'am, Vidushi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, nice. So the next is, which online channel does your audience use? You can ask your customer. When you are asking your customer that which channel your target audience use, indirectly you are asking that in which channel you want to do promotion and marketing. If your customer is saying, okay, my audience is on Instagram, so that means they are expecting some Instagram marketing. Or they say that my audience read a lot of news reader is my audience. So in that case, the whoever is consuming news channels or news websites, they are your target audience. They want to reach out that platform, news, how to promote news on news platform or something. So you can ask your customer on which platform their audience is active, and indirectly you have to suggest the marketing plan for that platform. So what benefits are you going to promote? So ideally, digital marketing strategy, I always started with lead magnet. Do you remember lead magnet? How many of you, what is lead magnet? Anyone can share?
Yes, ma'am. To attract the clients or peoples, what strategy we use, what content we use.
Lead magnet, specifically, what is the characteristic of lead magnet? What can be termed as lead magnet?
Some information or which the target customer or the target client is likely to is likely to want to know, or something like that.
Yes, in a way, yes, right. Lead magnet, very clear characteristic of lead magnet is something 100% risk free and instant value offer.
Yeah.
Strategies start with something 100% risk free and instant value. So if you can't remember the definition of the lead magnet, just remember the initial stage of geo, free geo connection. That is a lead magnet. So lead magnet, when you are attracting your leads because you are offering something 100% free. So it can be some information, it can be checklist, it can be guide, it can be orientation session, it can be 30 minutes free consultancy, it can be first 500 words content writing free of cost, or it can be like brochures, or it can be catalog, or it can be free site tour, or it can be ebooks, it can be video courses. So it can be anything. So, but 100% risk free and instant value. Risk free means customer need not to pay for it, and instant value means immediately they can take advantage of that product. Right. So here it's what is the benefit you are, that is your lead magnet. What alternative solutions are? This lead magnet is less about digital marketing, it's more about marketing. This is the marketing team discuss, like if especially in the real estate, not in the real estate, everywhere, almost everywhere, the marketing team discuss about how to attract what magnet you can create so that your lead get attracted to you. So whatever offer you are seeing, for example, in real estate, you are seeing that if you book this Dasara, you will get a gold coin. This is the marketing strategy, isn't it? If I remember, like earlier, there was a big offer that with every Mahagun booking, you are going to get all those wardrobes and AC and so many things free of cost. So this is a marketing strategy. It's not about now digital medium can use to broadcast that message. But what message you are going to broadcast, that has to, you have to do the brainstorming. You and your team has to sit and think that what you should be offering to your client, and that should not impact your pocket, like because every lead magnet has to be cost involved. If you are giving gold coin will cost. If you are giving AC or almiras, that is going to have a cost. If you are giving free orientation, that your time, you have to invest that time. If you are creating a physical book, that every book is going to cost you. So even in the geo case, every connection has costed to the geo company. So how you can formulate that lead magnet so that it should, whatever is your marketing budget, that should be 100% of marketing budget should be converted into lead, rather than spending in the so many advertisement. You can give that money to someone to attract more and more lead. So I hope lead magnet is clear. What alternative solutions are your potential customers are selecting? Here we are talking about, you are asking that who is your competitor. You, all these questions you are asking from your client. So you are asking who is your competitor. So that way you know that what customer has in mind. Like if customer is saying that this website is my competitor, or this company is my competitor, you can go and do that similar web research or some competition research, and you know that what marketing strategy they are using. So there you are asking about who is your competitor. You can directly ask about that who is your competitors, or you can indirectly ask, okay, your client, which alternative your client will use. If they are not using your services, where their clients are going. If you are not taking digital marketing training from me, from where you are going to take the training? Are you going to take training from Digital Vidya or McIntern or MSME, or like you have so many options. So who, if I will ask, okay, if you're not taking training from MSME, from where you are going to take the training? So that will be the competitor for MSME. What changes it need to improve the customer experience? So here, how you are different? How, what is your USP? How you are different from your competitors? Okay, these are your competitors. Your competitor is providing this product and services, and how they are providing it, but why anyone come to you? So that you have to ask, what unique unique experience you are providing, that for that experience your customer should come to you, that you are providing and no one else is able to provide it. So you can ask for the USP. It's a USP. How would a digital marketing method improve the experience? So now you are asking that in which digitally how you want to interact with your customer. So on digital medium, whether you are giving them some coupons or some video or some ebooks to read. So there on the digital medium, you are giving an experience to your customer. So whatever you have to offer on digital medium, how we can offer that kind of experience to your customer, so that customer can test your quality, customer can trust you without physically meeting you, without coming to your office, without experiencing you physically. They can experience that what kind of product, services or quality you are providing. What data does your company need to better understand customer behavior and preferences? What does it mean? So here you are asking about that how you can make sure that we are doing right digital marketing for you. What data does your company need? Means you are giving client, you are going to report the client every month, every week. You must have some reporting mechanism with the client. So in that reporting, what you are going to report every week? Number of visitors, or time spent on your website, or number of leads, or number of form fill-ups, or number of brochures download, or number of enrollment for the free orientation, or something you have to report to the client, so that client understand, okay, you are doing the right thing. So what are the performance parameter? What are the matrices which you will deliver to the client, and you and your client should be aligned to that matrices? In every discussion, in every meeting, we will focus towards, okay, we have to increase this matrix. Majority of the time it's a number of leads, but to achieve that number of leads, you might have to focus on number of page views, or number of time spent on your website, or the number of social share. So you must have that understanding. You must have that what are the matrices, what are the key perform, that is called key KPI, key performance matrices, which you are going to report on daily, monthly, or weekly basis to your client. So this is the exact questions, how success will be measured, how, on what basis you are going to pay. Indirectly you can say that how success can be measured. So if it is not clearly defined, it's very tough to retain a client. It's very, very tough to retain a marketing client. But if you have a very clear measurement that how success is going to define, you will deliver, over deliver, and extra deliver that matrices, and you can retain that client for the longer period of time. So your success measurement, you don't know, every client will have a different success requirement. Let's suppose someone is launching a TikTok kind of platform. Right now the platform is new one, so they want that number of video uploads should be increased. Or in real estate, the lead generation, or in like so many small and middle businesses, lead generation. But so many company will work towards branding. They measured that how many people, how many likes, how many comments, how many tag, how many share happen, or what is the ranking of my particular page for particular keyword. Even it's indirectly related to the lead generation. But if you are taking the SEO project, so in SEO project, your success will be measured in terms of ranking. So how many keywords at what position, that will be your success measurement. If it is a Facebook, it might be the number of likes. If it is YouTube, it might be the number of views or number of subscriber. But if it is paid ad, might be number of leads. It depends on the client. If it is politicians, they want to number of impressions. If it is branding and movies or celebrities or established company, they are looking for the brand promotions, brand engagement. And they have a dedicated campaign for the lead generation as well. So you have decided the goal. This success measurement should be aligned with what marketing goal customer has told you. It should be aligned. Whatever goal a customer has told you in the first place, your measurement should be in that direction. Your measurement should repeatedly say to your client that, okay, we are achieving our goal. So now you can, because in so many companies there might be so many authorities who take the decisions. Some place founder will directly talk to you and he will take the final decisions. In some places they have the marketing team, they have the content team, they have the management, they have the so might be 3-4 people are going to take the decisions. So it's better to ask customer that who is going to take the decisions. I should share the plan with I should discuss and share the plan with all of them one go, so that decision should be taken in the faster place. Otherwise you will share that proposal, and then the client will tell you, okay, I have to discuss it with my marketing team, and then marketing team will take 1 week, and then they will discuss it, okay, I will discuss it with my XYZ. So who is the deciding authority? You cannot ask directly that who is going to decide. Otherwise everyone whomever you are interacting, they will say that, okay, I am going to decide. But indirectly, tactfully, you have to ask who is going to final, because the money is involved, marketing budget is involved. You have to clearly ask that who is involved in the decision making. So these are the few questions you can ask from your client. Is this clear? That you have to probe your client for more information, isn't it? Am I clear what I'm trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Sukesh sir has joined just now. Okay. Any questions here? Can we move to the next strategy part?
Yeah.
So here, majority of the time, digital marketing means they talk about SEO or Google Ads. So can you give me all the channels name which you can provide as a as a solution, or what are the channel you are going to include in your proposal or in your marketing plan? Just give me few channel name. So you can, as I said, advertisement. Yeah, I mean to say that I have already written it, in fact. So I mean to say that the major for everything is one time discussion. All other things are one time discussion. That what is your budget, who is your target audience, what is your USP, or what is your USP. Just give me 1 second. Just give me one. Okay. So all of you are here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So here the major focus as a digital marketer, all things are one-time discussion, but as a digital marketer, people are expecting you to be expert in digital channels. So you are SEO expert, you are email marketing expert, you are mobile marketing expert, you are Google ad expert, you are Facebook lead generation expert, you are webinar experts, you are expert on some digital channel. Right. So it's 50 to 60% of your proposal or your strategy should be focused on that, on these channel, what exactly you are going to do. So first question is, or which platform you are including, and second question is, in that platform what you will do. So it's not necessary that every proposal should include every channel, but ideally it's if you customer is focused towards content marketing, your proposal should be around content marketing. If customer is focused around having a decent budget, your proposal should be around paid advertisement or Google ads. If customer is focused towards social media interactions, your budget, your plan should be towards on Facebook page, Facebook groups, Facebook interactions, Facebook impressions, Facebook creator studio, Facebook videos. If your customer is about interested in creating videos and they want to be, they know that their audience are consuming a lot of video content, so your proposal should be around video marketing, or you can have some combination of these channels. So I think I need not to discuss more in these channels, isn't it?
No, ma'am, no need to.
So you know that this should be the core of your digital marketing offering. Here I have to take 15 minutes break, or because today is Kartik Purnima. Do you know that Sarat Kartik Purnima?
Yes, ma'am. Kartik Purnima. Yeah.
Yes, and there is a Deep Dan offering going on in my society, and I have promised to go there by 8 o'clock. I have asked him by 8 o'clock I will be there. So either we can take 15 minutes break, I will come back in 15 minutes and we will resume the session for the next 30 minutes, or we can continue more 30 minutes of session tomorrow. What do you suggest?
Okay, ma'am.
Tomorrow.
So digital marketing strategy, get clear little bit of strategy today.
Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow we will have a 2.5 hour session rather than 2 hour. That will be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so today can I give you a task to create a digital marketing strategy for Pares? It can be how you create digital marketing strategy for your business consultancy. And Ajay, you are Ajay, na? What's your name? Rajeshwari ma'am son.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm talking about you can create a digital marketing proposal for promoting either UPS business or promoting a cyber security course online. How to
Okay,
promote
ma'am.
either how to promote UPS online, create a digital marketing proposal for UPS product or for cyber security course. Vidushi, you can come with a real estate proposal, a digital marketing proposal for a real estate. And Sukesh,
Okay.
what you can do for tomorrow, if we want to include, I will share the recording. You can include all these components while creating the proposal.
Okay, ma'am, done.
Okay, so Sukesh sir, either you can create a digital marketing proposal for any businesses you are interested in, and I will look forward that what business you are come up with. That's fine. Is that fine? Okay, grocery. Okay, fine, fantastic. So grocery. So how to promote a grocery business online? So what platform you will include, who is your target audience, which location, what age group, what is your digital assets, what are the marketing strategy you will create, what will be your lead magnet, which channel you will promote on, how much digital budget you will keep, with this budget how much digital presence you will create, all these things. So can I rush to that Deep Danam for today?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Thank you so much for the understanding. Tomorrow we will meet at 6:30.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Bye. Take
Okay,
care.
bye, ma'am.
Bye. In case of any questions, please drop your questions in the WhatsApp.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am.
Bye. Take care and happy Kartik Purnima. No, not it's a Kartik Purnima. It's a
Sharat Purnima.
Sarat Purnima. Correct. It's about to come. Kartik Purnima is in November.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Purnima
ma'am.
was yesterday only, I think. We had a puja yesterday.
Yes, yesterday was also there. Today is also there. Few people. Yesterday I have celebrated at my home. Today
Yeah.
is in society.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye. Thank you.